Hello guys, this is part 3 of washing my beauty blenders. Here's the one that was washed yesterday. And we're going to do it with my favourite Squishmallow, Kaylee the Crab. So in this towel are all of the beauty blenders. And we're going to unfold it to reveal them all. Ta-da! Right, guys, please stay on this thing. Right, and then we're going to make a tiny little nest for them. And then we're going to turn my fan on. So look, there's my fan. I'm going to turn the fan on. And we're basically going to dry my beauty blenders. Right, okay. But whilst they are getting dried, I don't know what I'm going to do. Wait, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you this plantable book. This is actually a plantable book. You can plant this book. So it says, "Psst, look closer. I'm made of real parsley seeds." So look closer. You might be able to see some of them. And there's about so it basically says, so there's actually about 500 parsley seeds on this book. And the paper is 100% recycled material. And this is very special paper. Anyways, I'm going to read this story to you because it's basically a plantable book. So there is a story, but it can be planted. A book that can be planted. Right, let's make sure the beauty blenders get some fresh air whilst we read. So, parsley, basil and dill were best friends with a big secret because they weren't just any old plants. They were the herb heroes, dedicated to fighting crime, righting wrongs and helping anyone in trouble. Crimes fought, 1. Wrongs righted, none. People rescued, 1. The only problem was finding crimes to fight was harder than it looked. Parsley was just finishing his breakfast before heading to the Herb Heroes HQ. "This is a lovely story about you in the paper," said his mum. Said Parsley with a mouthful of food. "I think it's great that you're helping people, but you will be careful, won't you?" "Of course, Mum," the young superhero replied, grabbing his mask. "Promise you won't be too late," said Mrs. Parsley. "Promise," he said, and he dashed off to meet the others. Dill and Basil were already at the treehouse when Parsley arrived. "We're in the paper again," they chorused. "I know," said Parsley, "but I'd much rather help people than be famous." "Don't worry," said Parsley. "Nobody knows our real identities. They don't even know about our secret hideout." Just then, there was a knock at the door. The Herb Heroes were shocked. Nobody had ever visited their secret superhero HQ before. Carefully, they opened the door of the treehouse. "Hello," she said cheerfully. "Just thought I'd drop by. Being a hero looks fun, so I'd like to apply." The Herb Heroes invited the little radish in. "How did you find us?" said Parsley. "I used my supervision to scan the tree line." "Also," she said, "I saw your big sign." "Very impressive," said Parsley. "But aren't you rather too young to be out this late? Being a hero might just have to wait." The Herb Heroes promised to tell Radish all about becoming a superhero when they had more time. They waved her off and watched her as she took the path back into the village. The heroes returned to what they'd been doing. Parsley was perfecting a new invention, while Basil and Dill worked on their super strength. Suddenly, they heard a loud cry from outside. "Help! Help!" They rushed to the window of the treehouse. To their astonishment, Radish was handing. Well, they rushed to the window of the treehouse. To their astonishment, Radish was hanging from the branch of a neighbouring tree. I was trying to impress you and prove that I'm ready, but now I'm stuck and my grip's so unsteady. Parsley knew they didn't have much time. The tree was too far to reach, and climbing it would be far too dangerous. He set about outlining his rescue plan. We'll need to act up quickly. Listen up, you two. I need some equipment, so here's what you do, said Parsley. Armed with their instructions, Dill ran down to the sawmill where she borrowed a plank of wood, while Basil rushed home to get his bike helmet, swimming goggles, and a picnic blanket. When they got back to HQ, Basil quickly put the goggles on. And helmet on, while Dill and Parsley tied the blanket between two trees further into the forest. Parsley gave his two friends their final instructions. Quick, you two, lay that plank across the stump, then I'll climb aboard and 1, 2, 3, jump! Parsley soared through the air, straight towards Radish, catching her just as she lost her grip. The two of them landed safely in the blanket, just as Parsley had planned. Radish was shaken but unhurt. The herb heroes were just glad she was okay. Parsley made her promise that she would never again put herself in danger to get someone's attention. Real heroes don't take risks to impress. Being yourself is the best route to success. So, thank you for listening to my story right here. Right, now, I wonder if the beauty blenders are dry yet. Right, so we'll have a feel of that. This one isn't as wet anymore, but it's just cold, sort of. It's still a tiny bit wet, but And then this one, it feels cold, but still a tiny bit wet. This one feels cold, but still a tiny bit wet. This one feels... This one isn't as cold, and it's a little bit more wet, so that's weird. And then this one, still a little bit wet, very cold. Wait, this one is the same as this one. Anyways, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna wrap the beauty blenders inside the towel, like this, and I'm gonna squish them. Ew. Right, I'm gonna make sure that these little beauty blenders get dry. Now, we're going to unwrap them, and we're going to make them another tiny nest. Right, please, right, I'm going to shelter them a tiny bit. We're going to shelter them a tiny bit. Right, I'm gonna make sure they all get in the cave. Right, okay. Right, let's give them a smell now. This one smells good at the minute. This one also smells good at the minute. This one also... This one smells better. Doesn't smell of anything, but still good. It smells better. anyways, I wonder when these beauty blenders will get dry. So there might be a part 4. Because maybe I'm just gonna leave them in the towel, and then the next day, as soon as I wake up on a Saturday morning, because today's Friday the 5th of April, when I wake up on Saturday the 6th of April, I will check on these little beauty blenders and see if they're actually dry. So anyways, thank you for watching. Wait, before I end this video, I'm gonna put them somewhere safe. I'm gonna put them on my counter over here, and I'm gonna make sure that the fan's on at all times. I'm gonna make sure that they get some natural light. Make sure that they're gonna get some natural light from my lamp. I'm gonna make sure that they dry. Right, where's my other one? There it is. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure that they get dry. Now I'm gonna go and put this towel back. Thank you for watching. See you soon.